They can either be super expensive, totally out of your price range, or they were really good deals.
How much Thanks, Zach.
Yep. How's it going?
Read the quarter. Thank you.
You want to do the phone? No. Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay. Fuera de acá.
Captain Schoenfeld, Secretary Brett will now read the names of members who have departed since last year's commissioning.
Frederick John Bailey, T. Anthony Brooks, Commodore James X. Callahan, Barbara Fuller de Fronville, John Peter Heffernan, Helen Louise Shoemaker Hild, Claudia Awad Razuk, George Shimenti, Janet Turney, Daniel Walsh, Mary Lou Hurlbert Young.
And now I welcome our Commodore again.
Rabbi Groper will now give the invocation.
We're gonna need the craft. It's gonna cook it.
What a true gift it is to be the first rabbi to invoke God's blessings on this commissioning day along AYC's first female Commodore. May these words bless and guide you on your journeys. Sovereign of the universe, source of life and peace, we gather today at the edge of the great waters to mark the commissioning of a new season. Here where the land meets the Long Island Sound, what the sages of old saw as a place of renewal and purity, we stand in a long line of those who have looked out at the horizon with hope, recognizing, as the psalmist declared, that those who go down to the sea in ships, who do business in great waters, they see the works of the eternal and God's wonders in the deep. In Jewish tradition, we are taught to say a blessing upon seeing the ocean. We acknowledge the one who makes the works of creation. May we never lose our sense of wonder at the rhythm of the tides, the strength of the winds, and the vastness of this blue frontier. As we bless these vessels today, we focus our prayers especially on the people they carry. We ask for a season of safety, enjoyment, exploration, and gratitude. May the mystery we call God watch over every captain, crew, and guest. May these hulls be sturdy, these engines reliable, and these sails filled with favorable winds. May these ships be vessels of joy, carrying friends and families towards moments of deep connection and laughter. May we be granted courage to explore new reaches, remembering, as the psalmist taught, that even in the midst of the sea, your way was through the sea, your path through the great waters. And every time we leave the dock, may we be grateful for the freedom to sail and the beauty of the world you have entrusted to us. May the season ahead be one of calm seas and clear skies, and may we reach our desired havens in life, joy, and peace. And let us say, Amen.
Thank you, Rabbi Grover. It's my pleasure to introduce the officers of American Yacht Club. Commodore Elizabeth C. Alexander. Vice Commodore Thomas W. Tobin. Rear Commodore Barry P. Gold. Treasurer Ernest R. Barassa, Jr. Secretary Laura U. Brett. Fleet Captain Power Squadron Jim Keogh. Fleet Surgeon Dr. Doreen Ray Rath. And Measurer Mark Plow. Let us now recognize the past Commodores of American Yacht Club who are here with us today, as well as one who sadly is not. To honor past Commodore Callahan's memory, you will note an empty seat in the lineup symbolizing the loss of his presence here at American Yacht Club. Please shake the hands of our Commodore as I announce your name. Commodore George M. Isdale, Jr. Commodore William P. Ketchum. Commodore Nicholas S. Everett. Commodore Duncan P. Hennis. Commodore James X. Callahan. Commodore Peter S. Duncan. Commodore Andrew P. Gillia. Commodore Scott T. Florio. And Commodore Richard B. Jessup. Let us now recognize our Jake officers. Commodore Zachary Worth. Vice Commodore Izzy Foster. Rear Commodore Cora Connolly. And Fleet Captain Mason Worth. Finally, let us now recognize the visiting dignitaries of other clubs in our community. New York Yacht Club Vice Commodore Peter J. Comiskey. Black Rock Yacht Club Commodore Jenny Anderson. Larchmont Yacht Club Commodore J. Christopher Schoen. Riverside Yacht Club Club Secretary Kevin Kelly. Indian Harbor Yacht Club Commodore Stephen Walke. Stamford Yacht Club Vice Commodore John Grafsu. Manhasset Bay Yacht Club Vice Commodore David Cornacchio. Huntington Yacht Club Past Commodore John A. Johnson. Huguenot Yacht Club Vice Commodore William Shaner III. Edgartown Yacht Club Commodore Andrew Smith. Pequot Yacht Club Commodore Kenneth Murphy. Noroton Yacht Club Commodore Scott Harrison. Coveley Club President Shan Mahabad Ali. Storm Trisol Club Vice Commodore Ty Anderson. And our visiting club officials, Rye Boat Basin Supervisor Rodrigo Polino, CMM. Rye Fire Department Captain Leif Skodnick. Rye City Mayor Josh Nathan. New York State Assemblyman Steve Otis. Thank you all for coming, and please be seated.
Good afternoon. What an afternoon it is. I would like to begin by offering my heartfelt thanks to Rabbi Groper for his beautiful invocation. my relationship with Rabbi Groper began in 2012 when my husband Robert and I moved from Rye to Rye from New Canaan, Connecticut. Over the years, we have not only become friends, but also ski buddies. And today, we also share something a bit more unique. Rabbi Groper is, as he just alluded, the first rabbi to deliver an invocation at American Yacht Club. Then, of course, there's me, serving as AYC's 66th Commodore and its first female. This feels like a hopeful and very special way to start our commissioning ceremony, even if we are improvising a little bit today. Rabbi Groper, thank you for being with us today. A special welcome to our visiting dignitaries, our former Commodores, their spouses, and our lifetime members. We have for Commodore Dewey Isdale, who is with us as a lifetime member. And we were talking a bit in the kitchen this morning, and I think we calculated that he's also celebrating his 50th year since he was Commodore. Amazing. To our senior Our senior exempt members, Bertrand de Fondeville is with us today. Our new members, you can't miss them. They're the ones with the red pinned flowers. And our J flag officers, and mostly our members at large. Those of you who love this place and everything about it just as much as I do. Now for an update on the state of the club. I am pleased to report that all is in good order here at American Yacht Club, despite all the construction disruption surrounding us. I'll get into that in a bit more. Thanks to the strong leadership of Treasurer Barassa, the Finance Committee, our capable manager, Jeffrey Martosi, and our club controller, Steve Rucci, we are currently on plan for fiscal 2026 and laying important financial groundwork for the future. We have managed and will continue to manage the facilities renewal projects carefully, closely monitoring change orders, unforeseen expenses, and synergistic opportunities to address items on the long-term capital plan while the trades are here on site. Managing the spend is a major focus for this team, and as of now, we feel we are in really good shape. Before moving on, I would like to recognize Steve Rucci. I hope he's here somewhere.
Back here.
Where's Steve? Where are you?
Hey, Steve.
Actually, there you go. This will be Steve's last commissioning with us as he's retiring after 27 years of service. He has been a reliable leader of our finance function as well as a friend and confidant to many of our members. Please join me one more time in thanking Steve. Our new controller, Valerie Mancuso, joined us this past week and is currently overlapping with Steve for a knowledge transfer. Please be sure to give her a welcome the next time you have a chance. On the membership front, our roster is holding steady with fewer resignations and a strong, active pipeline, thanks to the leadership of membership committee chairs Liesl Dunlop and Chris McGuire, along with their very, very dedicated committee. I want to thank them for their important work. While still early, our facilities investments are already supporting retention improvement and new member interest. These trends are helping stabilize membership, which is a welcome shift, especially given the vocal concerns we faced just 1 year ago. Our facilities work continues under the disciplined oversight of our steering committee, Commodore Peter Duncan, Michael McLaughlin, Michael Harrington, Treasurer Barassa, gift constables, our flag officer, and our manager, Jeffrey Matrosi. We've taken a structured approach, allowing us to identify issues early so we can stay on course and deliver these projects on time and on budget. That's been our guiding goal. I also want to recognize our interiors panel, more than 14 talented members who have helped shape the design finishes so that they truly reflect AYC. We will have an electronic presentation of the finishes on display here in this living room once we get on the other side of commissioning. Be sure to check it out. Our designer believes that the results are award-worthy, and we do too. Looking around, there's still plenty of work in flight. As the saying goes, a little bit more wood to chop. But we've made real progress since breaking ground last fall, and we intend to keep that momentum going. In somewhat breaking news, we're also taking this opportunity to address our long-standing flooding and drainage issues at the front gate, boat ramp, and the lower parking lot, while the trades are on site. This work falls squarely in the synergistic bucket and will complete an overhaul of all of our major drainage systems. So more to come on the timing of this phase, but the work will move forward in the upcoming months. Before I leave this topic, I want to thank all of those who have been deeply engaged in this work. Anyone who has taken on construction at home knows exactly what it feels like. It's a heavy lift, and we know it's disruptive. I would like to thank all of our members for their patience as we reef a bit longer to get up this final windward leg. It'll be worth it. So please join me in giving the steering committee and everyone involved in this important work a well-deserved round of applause. With so much new happening around the club, I am often asked about plans and timing for replacing the venerable Jake House with a new sailing center. Vice Commodore Tobin, Rear Commodore Gold are leading the charge to establish the American Yacht Club Foundation. The foundation will not only help us fund a new sailing center, but will also allow us to support and operate all of our existing educational sailing programs in a 501c3 structure. Eric Askerson has graciously agreed to serve as the president of the foundation. He will be instrumental not only in helping us stand up the foundation, but also in leading fundraising efforts for the new building so that we can, hopefully, avoid all the excitement around another member assessment. With input from the Sailing Committee, we have developed a programmatic brief that we will be sharing with an architect shortly. This will allow us to begin the siting process and scaling a new building, while we are also advancing the fundraising efforts, which we hope will begin by the end of the summer. On the sailing front, I have lots to report. The 2025-2026 frostbiting season just wrapped up, and it was a good one. We saw a record 60 laser sailors and 20 Cook 11 sailors on the water. It's quite a sight to see that kind of activity in the off-season. Looking ahead, Sailing Committee Chair Jen Leary, Race Committee Chairs Barry Gold and Rich Hewlett, and their teams have built a packed summer schedule. There's truly something happening every day, every week. We are hosting 22 regattas this year, including the Club Championships on May 9th, the Queen's Cup in June, which AYC women have won a remarkable 22 times, and major events like the college and high school single-handed nationals, as well as the J88 North Americans this fall. We will run multiple weekly racing programs across our fleets: lasers, K6s, Milges 15s, Ideal 18s, sonars, and keel boats, including Thursday night racing, weekend one design, our popular Friday night sunset series, and our newly added Sunday keelboat racing. Our team racing program is also poised for growth with 2 new sonars and new leadership from Austin Frieda and Carolyn Russell. AYC team racers will be practicing weekly and competing in 6 different travel events. Our adult Learn to Sail offering is another program grower with strong participation in our Learn to Laser clinics and our Orange Fleet racing. And for those of you who are not sailors yet, it's never too late to start. This sport is not just for your kids. Kevin Broom and his team are great at creating access to sailing. All you have to do is make your way to the Jake House. Kevin will find a fun path that works for you. It's his specialty. Summer 2026 marks the 4th year of our adult big boat program with more than 100 members already certified. We will continue to expand offerings and introduce refresher training for those looking to advance their skills this summer. And of course, there's AYC Spring Series, which starts next week, a rite of passage for all Long Island Sound sailors. Under the leadership of event chairs Eric Askerson and Mark Plow, we've expanded racing formats and added new shoreside programming. The Ideal 18 Knockout Series and live music bring a lot of energy. We love seeing our flagpole lawn filled with sailors telling stories after a great day of sailing. This past February, 250 members traveled to the British Virgin Islands for a week of cruising in one of the world's greatest destinations. It was a trip for the memory books. The 2026 Commodores Rally was a true multi-generational event, including 48 children ranging from 7 months to 15 years old. We visited more than 6 destinations over 8 days, perfect weather, and great company. And we plan to do it again this summer, this time in Maine, in another one of the world's greatest cruising grounds. Fleet Captain Schoenfeld, Melissa Schoenfeld, and the cruising committee are once again hard at work planning our annual AYC flagship cruise in August. The trip will begin in Rockland, take us through Penobscot Bay to the Isle of Howe, and then up Somme Sound, the only fjord in the East Coast where we will enjoy a lay day at Acadia National Park. We will conclude at Brooklyn Boat Works, followed by a parade down the Eggemogan Reach as our grand finale. With farm-to-table feasts and lobster bakes planned, it promises to be another incredible week together. Rob and I have cruised Maine extensively together. Take my word for it. It is truly a special place to explore by water. We are expecting 15 to 20 boats, and it is not too late to join. If you're considering it, Fleet Captain Schoenfeld will be happy to help you plan, including charter options, both power and sail. Our Power Squadron Fleet Captain, Jim Keogh, and his newly formed committee are planning more opportunities for our fleet of over 125 powerboats to cruise together locally on Long Island Sound. They are targeting a full slate of runs, June, July, and August, with details to be released shortly. Jim reminds us, engines love to run, so his goal is very simple. More members on the water together, logging more engine hours together, with an AYC Urgy flying proudly on the bow, of course. On June 26th and June 27th, we will celebrate the Junior American Yacht Club's 100th anniversary. Yeah. For a century, we have developed young sailors at American through a proven formula, producing champions at every level, from collegiate sailors to Olympians. What all Jakers share are the lessons of seamanship, respect for the water and each other, and friendships that last a lifetime. Former Jakers Peg Murphy-Jackson and Sybil Walsh-Powers are leading the reunion committee, and the weekend will pack a full Jake summer into just 2 days, somehow. We will kick off with Jake's 100th commissioning, including a tribute to former Jake Commodores, followed by a gathering on Gibbons Picnic Point. Saturday will feature a regatta to see who still got it, followed by the 100th banquet, where we will unveil a 100-year tribute video and enjoy a live band with a playlist that spans the decade. Also on display in the clubhouse right now is a new exhibit celebrating Jake's history and featuring memorabilia from years past. It's right out in the foyer, and we're grateful to our legacy committee who put that together, but check it out before you leave. If you have not signed up yet, please do. There's a cap at $350. Our Fair American Women's International team is with us today. Ladies, where are you? There they are. This is an exceptional group representing AYC at the Women's International Championship in Newport, Rhode Island in September. Our team features 10 AYC women, including a College Sailor of the Year at the helm and an Olympian calling tactics, and a deep bench of accomplished sailors. What they all share is a common beginning, learning to sail right here in Milton Harbor. They have put in the work this past winter and will kick off their season at the AYC Spring Series, followed by the Susan Sinclair Sona Regatta at Norotan, where AYC is the only boat fielding 2 teams. From there, they will spend much of the summer training in Newport. Last year, the team focused on building cohesion at home with the support of our outstanding AYC volunteer coaches on Fair American. This year, the focus is on preparing for Newport in Newport, with 2 professional coaches, a chartered IC-37, and racing in 4 lead-up events. Veteran racing sailor and college All-American Robert Alexander continues to serve as team captain, guiding preparation and logistics every step of the way. As for me, I am incredibly proud to be supporting this effort. I know this team will represent AYC with distinction, strengthen our community, and honor AYC's impressive yachting heritage. Ladies, we are all rooting for you. Speaking of pride in our yachting heritage, earlier this month, Lorna Widdensley Hibbard was inducted into the U.S. National Sailing Hall of Fame. I knew her as Mrs. Hibbard, a fierce competitor, a 5-time Adams Cup winner, and a true champion of women's sailing, who also supported generations of AYC sailors. Of the 153 inductees since 2011, when it was founded, only 20 are women, and now 2, remarkably, are from American Yacht Club, including Allegra Leggy Mertz, who was inducted in 2024. This is extraordinary and speaks to AYC's long legacy of accomplished women sailors, a legacy we proudly carry forward. The final updates I want to provide cover our tennis, Jake, and junior Jake programming. All 3 of these programs are core to an AYC summer experience. Jake and junior Jake are fully subscribed with our next generation of AYCers ready to be shaped by a summer experience that is time-tested and truly unique to American. Tiago and our newly constituted tennis committee are shaking things up, introducing new programming to broaden appeal for all AYC Rackets members, along with a refreshed look in our tennis house. So be sure to stop by and check it out, and also be sure to sign up for a clinic. So that's my long-winded update on just a few of the things that are exciting that are going on right now here at the club. Now, if you'll bear with me, I'd like to acknowledge some very key people at the club, and I've asked them to join us so they could be recognized. And it's tight, so hopefully you all are somewhere. First, our general manager, Jeffrey Martosi. Jeff. Harbor Captain Bud Piero. Sailing Director Kevin Broom. Tennis Director Tiana Suffolk. Controller Steve Steve Rucci, Assistant General Manager Erica Burnham, and Food and Beverage Managers Gary Lau and Nick Santiago. And most importantly, to our entire AYC staff, thanks to all of you for making our time at American so wonderful. They truly are the folks who are working hard to make sure all members have a great experience each and every time they drive through AYC's front gate. Of course, I want to thank Robert and my family, all of whom are here today. Your support means everything to me. I'd also like to thank our membership for supporting both me and the idea of women's leadership at American Yacht Club. I hope the next generation It's my hope that the next generation, our daughters and granddaughters, I have 2 granddaughters here today, see what's possible for them. We have a very special community at American. Thank you for coming together to embrace meaningful change. On this special day, we look ahead to the summer of 2026. Now, I am pleased to announce the American Yacht Club is officially in commission for its 143rd season. Can we say this all together? 1, 2, 3. The bar is now open.